Okay, so we have a new multi-point lock door section now online. So the easiest way to talk about it is to actually demonstrate it. So if we go to the Coastal website and we hover over the products, then over locks and latches, you'll see there the Winkhouse multi-point lock section. So enter into here, and there's some text to demonstrate what it's all about, and a video as well. And then we have the category section below. So if you're interested in single door locks, then obviously the section at the top there highlights what locks we actually sell. So if it's a single door, lever operated, obviously you click on there. Then inside of this category, you've got different sections. So if it's just a single multi-point lock, then obviously you would click on there. Then your option is there, so select that, and then you can add to basket. You can view obviously the documentation that goes with it. Going back to that top level section, you can then see we've got standard door locks, we got short door locks, tall door locks, and again all of the keeps and accessories that go with these doors. So if it's a standard door, you can then click there, and then there's options. What you need to look at here is obviously your back sets, so they vary from 45mm, 35, 55, etc. You can use the filter section here to filter out the locks that you don't need, and obviously with one click onto the actual lock you require, you can then add it to the basket, again add to quotes, see the information about that. So that works again for the short door. There's only one option in there, and again for the tall door. So it's quite self-explanatory the way it's laid out. Again, you just have to use the filter options to select which lock you're after, but there's only two here, so it's quite a simple section. Going back to the top level again then, we can see we have the double door section. So this is a little bit more complicated. It's all depending on what flavour of lock you require. So we've got a standard lock section, and we've got an auto lock section. Auto locks being when you close the door, obviously it automatically shoots the bolts and locks the door. Standard doors are usually lever operated. So if we click on that section first, we can see we've got solo option and the clone. Solo being the single handle, clone being the double handle. So if we click on the solo handle option there, we split it out so we've got left hand handles and right hand depending on obviously your door makeup. So if we click on the left hand option there, we can then see that we've got to select our door height options. We've done it this way to make it a little bit easier for you to order online. So you can see we've got various different heights the locks have been set up to work with. So if your door height was between 2426 and 2567, we can click on that option. And then it's important you read the top section here, because the items you require are listed below, but it will tell you the quantities that you need from this top section. So in order to achieve this door height on a double door, we can see that we're going to need one of the ML60S locks. We're going to need one of the slave locks, which is the ML30. We need one of the chute bolts, which is the MS827. And then we've got a choice then of which keep we want to use, whether we want to use the thimble keep or we want to use the flat plate adjustable keep. So it tells you there, whatever one you want to go for, you need two of them, one for the top and the bottom, obviously. So in order to do this, you can either click on the item and add it to the basket with the quantities required, or we can just use the quick view option and then we can change the quantities and add to the basket. As long as you follow these rules up here, then you'll obviously get the kit that you need to make that door. Now that works exactly the same for all of the other door heights here, but all it changes is things like chute bolts. Obviously the different heights of doors you need, the chute bolts will change in order to achieve that. So that's for the solo option. we've got clone, then we can actually click on, and again it's laid out exactly the same way. So you've got your double rebate this time and then your single rebate. So this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. We click on the double rebate option. Again, it's been laid out in left and right hand to make things a bit easier. And you can see slave and master, master and slave, whichever way around it is. So we click on those options, and then again we've got door heights, and then depending on what your door height is, you can then click on that. And again, at the top here is like your little shopping list, if you like, telling you exactly all the components you require with the quantities next to them. And again, you can just click quick view and add to your basket or add to a quote, and you can do that for all the items that are required. That exactly is the same operation for your double lock and your auto locks. This time you've got a selection between Heritage and Vogue. Heritage being your lock cylinder is 3/4 of the way up the door, whereas your standard is central. So again, clicking on these, selecting left hand and right hand, and again your door heights. We'll give you the shopping list here again as shown, and then you can just add these items to the basket. This time you'll see that there's various different ML580s that you can add. There'll be different back sets. There's a 45, a 35 and a 55mm option, and also we do this lock with a black face plate. So again, there's several different options. Bearing in mind you only need one of these, so you have to select the correct version that you're after. So if it was a black version you wanted, you can do the quick view and add that to the basket. The rest of them you can just ignore, and then you've got your ML30s to add your chute belts and your keeps, etc. As long as you follow those rules and follow up here in this information, then everything will arrive to you in order to achieve that door height. So that's really the multi-point lock section in total. It's laid out very simply, so you can just follow exactly what it is you require, and yeah, that's about it really. Thank you.